Death. What comes after all life. The true emotion of grief, love and loss. Death. The burning pain that cannot be eased. The sense of loneliness. What most people fear.
I experience death on a regular basis. I'm a homicide detective, and because what I do for a living is investigate death. I use the word indifferent. I feel indifferent towards the fact that someone has passed away, not because I don't have any compassion for someone passing, but I don't have a personal connection to somebody that's passed away. And I understand death as a process of life.
We have a program at EMS that helps paramedics or EMTs cope with any job stress, so death can be one. Generally, it's not the death of an adult that's of a concern to a paramedic, unless there's a circumstance.
And something that we're all going to go through. Sometimes, on occasion, I have been horrified at the way people have died, or the cruelty behind death when it comes to homicide, or violent type deaths. But for the most part, I'm relatively indifferent to when someone dies. Well,
you need to understand at EMS that we work with sick and injured people all the time, and the emergency that they are having is not ours. We're there to help them, but it's their own emergency in a way. So we view it a little bit differently, that if someone passes away under our care, although we are trying to help them, right? Sometimes there's nothing that can be done about it. Be a death of a young person or a child. But we have a program that's centered around peer debriefing. In other words, paramedics and EMTs talking to other paramedics and EMTs about difficult calls. It's something we've had for a couple of decades at least.
Generally, for most people, child death is when that type of a response occurs when we investigate. There's a number of ways people die. I, of course, investigate mostly murders or homicides, but in the course of doing those types of investigations, I've come to learn that people die by way of their own hand in the case of a suicide. I've seen people die in strange ways naturally.
How does it make you feel? It's discouraging, but it's also it's flatly, it's a part of life. It's something that happens, not all the time, but it just simply happens, and sometimes we can't control it. That's a difficult question. A lot of times, family or next of kin or friends or people who are at a scene where someone has died tend to know. They have a gut feeling that tells them that person has died, but until someone in a uniform like me confirms that, it's not real to them.
So across the board, it's different for every family. It's different for almost culturally. It can be different as well. Sometimes people are extremely upset. Sometimes they're angry at the messenger, the delivering the message. But more often than not, people, when they're first told of a loved one dying, are very, very quiet. They don't say very much.
So in EMS, we often view the patient, so let's say this person has died, the people that are there now, the bystanders, the family and friends, are now our patients, even though we're probably not going to take them to the hospital, right? We also provide support and care to them in a way that we feel is appropriate. Everybody is different, right? Some people don't want to talk to a stranger, right? They don't know me. Other people implicitly want to speak to me because I'm wearing a uniform and I'm from the ambulance. So it really depends on the person.
Death. When a loved one is lost, nothing can replace them. At one point in everyone's life, someone or something dear to them will die. It's a cycle, a harsh cycle, but a needed one. To live forever would hurt. Imagine you living forever, while your loved ones grew old, got sick, and died. What? Where is the glory in that?